Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been on here lately. February was kind of a tough month, so I took a few weeks to look after myself. But I'm back. I'm getting back into the swing of writing and reading, even though I only read 4 books in February. But I've had a few aspiring writers reach out and ask what tools I use to complete a story. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the tools that keep my author life from descending into absolute chaos. Writing fantasy isn't just about throwing words onto a page, it's outlining, world building, formatting, cover design, somehow remembering your main character's eye colour 3 books into a series. So today I'm going to take you through the exact tools I use to write, publish, create my books, plus a few that definitely saved me from losing my mind. Number 1, writing and drafting. So first up is fairly obvious. I use Google Docs and Microsoft Word. These are my ride or die drafting tools, and honestly, both have their pros and cons. Google Docs I love for easy access anywhere, if I go to a coffee shop or the library. It's also great for backups, which I highly recommend you do for your manuscripts, and perfect for collaborating or writing on the go. If I want to share it with a beta reader, it's really easy. The only downside I would say is the more words you throw into it, the laggier it can get, and my 100,000 word fantasy tomes definitely put it through suffering. Microsoft Word, more stable for huge files, better for final drafts, and still industry standard, but also sometimes crashes at the worst possible moment, and I will never emotionally recover from the time I lost an entire chapter. So I tend to bounce between the two, like a writer who refuses to commit. Number 2, world building and organisation. This is a complete game changer for fantasy authors, D&D players, anyone who enjoys fantasy. It has completely changed my life. It's called Lawforge, and if you've ever found yourself 3 books deep and thinking, wait, what did the villain say in the last book, or did I already kill this character off? Lawforge is here to save you from yourself. It's so much more than a writing app. It lets me break my story into chapters and scenes, drag and drop things around, track who's in each scene, where it happens, how it connects to the bigger plot. But the real magic of this app is its world building. So I can organise my magic systems, political factions, character relationships, species, cursed objects. Basically, if it exists in my world, it's in there. No more flipping through 17 half-filled notebooks or an old Google Doc named New Final Law and a sketchy looking napkin with scribbled plot notes. Lawforge keeps everything in one place, so when I'm deep in writing mode, I can just write without stopping to wonder if the villain's evil monologue contradicts what they said in the first book. I cannot recommend this app enough, and if you really want to go check it out, I do have an affiliate code in the description below. Number 3, formatting. So here's the truth, I format my books myself, and every single time I do this, I wonder why I'm doing it to myself. Formatting is one of those soul-draining tasks that somehow always takes longer than expected, probably almost as long as writing the book itself. But I am about to make my life 1,000 times easier by investing in Atticus. It's basically the Scrivener plus Vellum plus why didn't I do this sooner of formatting software. You can design your book's layout, tweak chapter headings, and export it perfectly for ebooks and print. And unlike Vellum, which is Mac only, Atticus works on everything. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to never wanting to throw my laptop out of a window again. I have tried using Scrivener before in the past. I just didn't find it was very neurodivergent friendly because I have ADHD. So yeah, I can't wait to try Atticus. Number 4, cover design and character art. I used to design all of my own covers using Procreate on my iPad and Adobe Creative Suite, using Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, etc. because apparently I love making more work for myself. But recently I started using GetCovers, and honestly, it has been a lifesaver. They're affordable, they're quick, and every single cover I've had from them has been amazing. Outsourcing has saved me so much time, and as much as I love designing, sometimes it is just easier to let the pros handle it. Now, I am a sucker for character art. I also do like drawing myself, so I use Procreate to draw a lot of art of my characters when I actually have the time. But I've also had some amazing artists bring my characters to life far better than I ever could, including Lita Fleur, Jodie Creates Artwork, and Alina Harper. So seeing your book, babies, as actual artwork by real artists is one of the most rewarding things. I highly recommend it. And yes, I will always spend my money on it. No regrets at all. Printing and distribution. Now, once your manuscript is actually written and is ready to be printed and sold, you actually have to go through with that bit. So I use both KDP and Ingram Spark for distribution. They each have their quirks, but I tend to like doing both. KDP is very easy to use, it's fast, you can get your books on Amazon without any upfront costs. The downside is it's Amazon. They only print through KDP, you don't get expanded distribution as easily. Whereas Ingram Spark is best if you want your book in bookstores and libraries. It offers the wider distribution, better hardcover options, dust jackets, and higher quality printing. It does cost more upfront, and the upload process is not the most forgiving. It is worth watching a few YouTube videos on how to do that. So I tend to use both because I like to make things more complicated, obviously. So there you have it, some of the tools that keep my life from descending into absolute chaos. Oh, I don't know why I'm lying, it's still chaos. Whether it's world building with Lawforge, formatting, or crying about formatting, designing covers, making sure my book actually gets printed. These are the things that I rely on. If you're a fellow writer, let me know which tools you swear by. And if you want to see more behind the scenes of my writing process, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my next video. Now, if you excuse me, I have approximately 3 more books to finish.